Hello, Dr. Chad Cotter with Health Source of Littleton, and I get a lot of questions about what is chiropractic and what do we do with the adjustment. So I thought I'd introduce a lot of you to chiropractic and what happens during an adjustment and what are we treating. A chiropractic adjustment, in a very simplified terms, is we are moving a specific bone in a specific direction. Okay? Those bones that we're moving have been jarred out of their normal position from where they should be, then in relation to the bones that are around them. They cannot move like they are supposed to, so they've lost mobility. They also have inflammation that is present in every single one of these, whether you feel it or not. If the inflammation gets high enough, you start to feel pain. The fourth component that we see with this complex is there is a loss of stability of the muscles and sometimes even the ligaments. We are basically trying to correct that misalignment to restore proper motion to that joint. What I'm going to show you right now is some x-rays that kind of show the misalignments and what we are treating, okay? Now, the first one that you're looking at is going to be of the pelvis and the lumbar spine. And you can see clearly how there's a curve in the lumbar vertebrae. There's also, I do all these measurements to show me exactly how the pelvis has twisted and how far, so when we correct it, we can actually see the structural change. The next picture, we're gonna see the loss of a cervical curve and an increase in the thoracic curve. As these joints start to misalign, they'll move the whole spine over time. And all of this leads to degenerative changes, more pain, more nervous system interference. Next picture shows one straight on of the thoracic spine where we're seeing scoliosis. And that's another form of a misalignment. All these pictures show us how these bones have been misaligned. Now, one common component that we are trying to correct underlying this is how this interferes with the nervous system, your body's ability to function. So always remember, your brain controls pretty much everything that goes on in your body, and it does it through nerves. Your brain sends messages to a part of the body, whether it's your stomach, whether it's a muscle in your toe, or telling the hair on your arm to stand up. Your body then sends messages back to the brain to tell the brain what's going on. This continuous loop of information is how your body is supposed to function properly. Any interference in that communication is going to cause something to function wrong, dysfunction. We need to change our language. We need to change the way we talk, as opposed to focusing on the symptoms, focus on what's functioning incorrectly in the body. We correct that, you correct symptoms. But a lot of the things we do to correct symptoms will not correct the dysfunction that is underlying. Now, I'm going to actually show you what an adjustment looks like. There's a few ways to adjust. The way I prefer to adjust the neck is in a weight-bearing position. I think it's biomechanically more accurate. Now, we are going to move a bone. And pretty simple. Let your head fall. There we go. That was a cervical adjustment in the neck. And now I'm going to show you one of the more typical ways that we adjust the low back and pelvis. That's low back and pelvis adjustment. Now I'm going to show you a typical thoracic adjustment. These are the vertebrae in the middle of the back that have ribs connected to them. So this is the most common way you'll see this being done. And another common alternative or way that can be adjusted is with a tool, okay, an activator, things like this. So it feels just like something is kind of clicking and hitting you. It's a very mild adjustment. We use these on people who may be afraid to be adjusted, or they're in a lot of pain and we can't even bend them or get them in the correct position or put really much pressure at all. So if somebody's in a lot of pain, this can be very helpful. If they're nervous or afraid of a manual adjustment, this can be a really great alternative. Now, in order to determine how to adjust somebody or what to adjust, we do a pretty thorough exam. We're going to shoot some x-rays. We're going to go through and check what parts of the body move correctly and which parts don't. We can find problems in the absence of pain. I want you guys to realize that pain is one of the last things that shows up in almost every disease process out there, from cavities to cancer to you name it, okay? The symptom you feel is the end result. The problem's already been there a while. And that's the same with what we deal with. So we have to be able to determine what to adjust, when to adjust, and if the problem is fixed or not. We have to do that without relying on pain entirely. So we use range of motion, we use misalignments, strength and stability of joints. So these are all things that can be measured objectively and repeated down the road to make sure things are fixed. So once we have an idea of what's wrong, then we'll determine the best way to adjust somebody. And as I showed you earlier, there's several ways that we can adjust, which are going to give us the best results. So hopefully that makes sense of what a chiropractic adjustment is and what we're treating. Now, a lot of people have a follow-up question, and that is this safe? This is one of the easiest things to answer. Absolutely. There's hardly anything in the entire healthcare system that is safer than getting adjusted. Okay, to give you guys an idea, taking an aspirin a day has about a 1 in 10,000 rate of serious complications. Chiropractic adjustments have around a 1 in 2 million to 1 in 4 million rate of serious complications. So we are about 200 times safer than taking an aspirin. There's not much you can find that is safer than what we do. Regardless of what you've heard, these are the facts. So hopefully that helps you understand what we do as a chiropractor and what a chiropractic adjustment is.